Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Tittle Tattle Tarot. It's Georgie. And on the table today, helping me, I have the Shadowlands Tarot. This is just for fun. It's speculation. It's me asking a set of beautiful tarot cards, questions, and them answering it. They'll answer my questions and then I will interpret their answer into a tale woven together for your enjoyment and entertainment only. So, the little story I want to tackle today is Princess Lilibet. Now, I just want you, before we all get our knickers in a twist over this, remember Michael Jackson christening his son Prince or naming his son Prince? We have a very trashy supermodel. She's not a supermodel. She's a glamour model. Used to get her bits out all over the newspapers. A very trashy woman over here. And she had her daughter called Princess. Anybody can do it. Anybody could do it. I could change my name to Princess Georgie. It'd be absolutely ridiculous, but I could. So, anybody can call any child Prince or Princess. And people do it all the time. So, but what we want to know is, just because somebody says this doesn't make it true. I can say anything, but it doesn't make it true. Now, I'm going to do a Celtic cross because this is just Meghan's way of trying to force King Charles into making some kind of statement. All this couple do is try and back Charles into a corner to make a statement. Whatever he says will be pounced on. If he says no, this is not the case. Lily isn't even a British citizen. She was born in America. If she exists. She was born in America. It's dubious to who she was actually born to. So, let's not get our knickers in a twist over this. The actual official site still says Master, whatever he is, and Miss, whatever she is, doesn't show any signs of a title, and it never will. It never will. So I will do the cards, and we will see what the cards say. We'll do a Celtic cross. But remember, this is just another Meghan Markle silly thing that she's done in a rush to provoke a reaction. That's all this is. And all the papers, all the silly people that are going on about this, oh gosh, playing exactly into her hands. So let's just get the central position on this. Pentacles, look. I mean, I'm not going to talk about the cards as they come up because I don't normally do that. But look who we've got here. This is her, isn't it? This is upright, your self-made woman. The Nine of Pentacles. Sorry, my camera's a little bit fuzzy. I'm just hoping it clears itself. The Nine of Pentacles. This is your self-made woman, your woman who stands in her garden of pentacles. Everything's growing around her. She's produced her business. She's worked hard. She's created her wealth. She's not quite at a 10, but she stands in her ground and she's proud of what she's created. Well, we don't have that, do we? She's not a Nine of Pentacles. She's a woman who's running out of choices. This is a desperate woman who has basically run out of money. She was never self-made, was she? Never at all. She just made her money from other men, from other people's ideas, no creativity like this one. She's upside down. So I'm going to lay out the whole Celtic cross. What's crossing her? The top of the situation, the bottom, the past, the near future. 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right. So I'm going to change this around so that you can see. So we've spoken about this creature here. This is Meghan. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is being done because she's in a desperate situation. She's not this self-made woman. She's not this creative woman. She has no way of getting money, no way of getting attention other than to do it the way she's doing it. So there you are. That's the central position. Crossing that is the world upside down. Well, isn't it? Excuse me. The world upside down. She hasn't got the life that she anticipated having. She anticipated having it all. She wanted Frogmore House, not Frogmore Cottage. She wanted a billionaire prince. She got a prince that had a few million, but not really enough. She thought that Hollywood would welcome her with open arms. It hasn't. It shunned her. She's actually, well, she's box office poison. She is despised mostly wherever she goes. She has a few people who will back her, like Tyler Perry, but on the whole, no, her world is upside down, and she's done it all. She's created this mess herself. So here we go. That's what's crossing her. Her world is upside down. At the top, the Seeker. This is the Fool card. And up the right way, you could say, yes, the whole point is to go forward and create a new journey, an exciting new journey with her husband, her two children, and just go forward and create a lovely new life and, be at the beginning of that. But no, there's no newness here because it's the same old cycle repeating. There's nothing new starting. So in the crown of this situation, nothing can birth, nothing can grow, nothing can go forward because universe, we're on the same old wheel and we're going in the wrong direction. We're not on the wheel of fortune, going round and accepting life's ups and downs. We're on some alternative wheel and we're kind of stuck under the tires. And, it's just all going wrong constantly. There's never a new start because their whole lives are built on lies. So the Seeker in reverse, there can't be a fresh start, that exciting challenge, that Fool rushing off into the future full of happiness and expectancy with the dog next to them and great adventures ahead. There can't ever be that because it's a foundation of lies. And then at the bottom, we have the Nine of Wands. This is her last stance. I would imagine the Nine of Wands usually has one wand that they're sort of holding up against the world, and it's their final defense. They're battered, they're wounded, mentally wounded here with the bandage over the head, mentally destroyed. And they have this one baton against the world, just the one last chance. And this is her one last chance. Let's do this. Let's come up with the christening. Let's do this action. And perhaps that will force Charles and the royal family into a statement. This is what she wants. You must remember, she wants a statement, any statement, but she's won. She will see that she's won. Whatever statement they can come out with, she can attack it then. She can get her sugars to attack it, but all the time they remain silent, there's nothing she can do. So this is her last chance to get a reaction. And the High Priestess in reverse, how things have gone in the past. Well, this is her, isn't it? This is what we always get, the High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess has secrets. She has the knowledge of how people tick, how people work, what's going on in their mind. Just that very sort of clever understanding about the universe, why life is the way it is. And she holds all that knowledge to her. And she's a very wise woman and she has such power, but we aren't looking at that. We're looking at the reverse. And as I've said to you before, the High Priestess in reverse has a past. She has a history. She is a woman who has done things that she doesn't want other people to know about. She is basically without being crude and lewd, she's a floozy. She's had a bad past, and all this is catching up with her. This is the recent past. All this is starting to catch up with her. All her lies, her deceit, her High Priestess in reverse, it's all bubbling away under the surface. It's just there, and it's all like a little simmering pot, and it's bubbling more and more and more. And all these deeds that she's done in the past, they are going to come out. They are going to come out, and she knows it. And this is all damage limitation. And so in the future, 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords, again, it's a situation that you have created. She has created all of this disaster. She's created a situation where She is bound. Her arms are bound in. Her eyes are covered because she can't see, she can't act, she can't do anything much at all. So she's going to do what she can do, which is this christening. That's something that she can do. Any of us could do it if we had children. I can't do it because I haven't got a child. But if you had a child, we could all do a christening and call her princess, call him prince, just like Michael Jackson did, and just like our model over here did. So you can do that. But so yeah, that was an option. But on the whole, she's got no other option. It comes back to this again. She's on her last wand. This christening was the last chance, and here we go. That's the only way that she could see a possibility of doing something, because all other avenues are closed to her. Her eyes are closed. She's imprisoned by these swords around her. So now we're coming up the outside. This is the very sort of immediate situation. So now we're going to look to the outside. Nine of Swords. Well, yes, sleepless nights. I'm sure she does have sleepless nights. How can I rectify all this bad publicity I've had in South Park? How can I rectify that? What can I do? How am I going to improve my status, my standing, the way that Hollywood views me, the way the world views me? Sleepless nights. So, and what do the public see? The public see Six of Cups in reverse. Six of Cups. This is your nostalgia, your family card. You look at it, you look back at your family, and you think, oh, not necessarily your family, but things that happened in your childhood. And quite often it's rose-colored glasses, isn't it? And it's I always say things like ice creams were bigger, and it was always sunny. The weather was always hot. When you were a child, you look back with this kind of glossy look over the past, nostalgia. The public look in, but they see this in reverse. They see this person has never been happy. There's no nostalgia there for her own family, for Harry's family. There are no happy memories, and the public look in and they say that there's no happiness. There's no nod to your heritage. There's no nod to your family. They are basically on an island, basically, and very much insular. And there's no reflection of past happiness, because there is none. And then this here, hopes and fears. Hopes, this is what they want. They want the sun. This is a child card as well. And they want the sun shining down, illuminating the fact that this child is a princess. This child is not a princess. You call her a princess, just like Michael Jackson called his son Prince, and just like our model over here who flashes her bits, just like she called her daughter a princess. Yes, you've called her princess. Well done, you. But she's not a princess. But this is to gaslight everyone. She's a princess. We have a fairy godfather who is, multi-billionaire, and all is well in our garden. This is the hope. This is the hope. Look how the sun shines on us. Then we have the final outcome, and he's up here. Look at that. Tower in reverse, the utmost disaster. This is, the palace will not acknowledge this. She's not a princess. She's not even British. So please, 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 just ignore these silly, silly rumors. This is all for publicity. It's all to force the palace's hand to make an announcement. The tower in reverse, the tower, was it in reverse? I don't think it was. I don't know. Whatever way it was, I think it might have come out in reverse. Okay, which is just, in this situation, it's the utmost carnage, the utmost destruction. But I'm not sure now. I'd have to look back. I'm going to just read it as the tower, because the tower is bad enough. To have this as your final outcome card, this will all come crashing down on her. It will all come crashing down on her. You can't live the way that she lives, tell the lies that she's told, and not have not have repercussions for it. So I'm going to go right to the very heart of the situation. Let's get right in here and just see what the universe wants to tell us about the very heart of all of this. The Hermit, there's Harry. There is Harry. And is that the 2? 7. 7 of Wands. Okay. So we've got Harry here. So there's his energy on the table. It's also, the card of taking yourself away. But I just see this as Harry's energy. So, we mustn't just think that it's her. He is involved here as well, because I think, it's quite easy to think, oh, well, he was somewhere else. This man is so weak. If this was a strong man, he'd be able to stop this in its tracks. But no, he just lets her get on with it. So regardless of whether he's living with her, where he is, supposedly this child is half his, supposedly. But this is his card. He is just as culpable as her. So I think this is what this is coming down to. And that's the way I see this Virgo card. He is just as responsible as her, equally so. In fact, probably more so, because he knows how titles work, and he knows that you can't just christen a child princess and she'd be in the line of succession and she'd be on the royal website as a princess just because you called her that. So in a way, he's probably even more culpable than her, because he knows what nonsense this is. And then we have the 7 of Wands. Let me just double check. I haven't got my glasses on. Yes, the 7 of Wands. And again, this is your barrier card. You putting up your barriers, and to me, this is all just desperation. 7 of Wands comes across as a desperation card, just trying to fight and trying to be right at any cost, trying to just say, look how right we are, look what we've done. We've got justice on our side. We're right over this. So I'm going to get rid of all of these, and we're going to have another little shuffle. A good old shuffle this time. Oh gosh, I think half of them were round the wrong way. So, and I'm just going to throw a few cards and ask a few questions. Is all this, now, if the Celtic cross wasn't enough to, answer my questions in the first place, I'm just going to say, is all of this christening and the title that she, not title, I'm not even saying title, the name that she's given this child, is this all just to force the king's hand, just to make him issue a statement, just to make the palace issue a statement? Is that what all of this is about? Yes. The Sun is a yes card. Yes, that's exactly what it is. And that is what she wants. She's done all this, and now this is her hope. This is yes, 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 yes. Please make a statement, because whatever you say, we can jump on, whether it's yes or no. It won't be yes, but when it's no, can you imagine? Oh, you're racist and you're unfair, and all the sugars will attack, and oh my God, there will be elements of the press. They're entitled. They are not entitled. They are not entitled at all. This little girl is not British. She's American. She's American. So, and the other thing is, will she get the title? Will she get the title? Well, we will see. Will she get the title? Just because she's called it, will I get the title? If I call myself Princess Georgie, will I get the title? That's just as good a question. No, judgment in reverse. No, she will not. She will not. Judgment this way round, the wise owl judgment. Well, yes, it was fair. It was just. It was right that would happen. No, it's not. It's not going to happen, folks. Please, don't get your knickers in a twist over this. It's another Markle ploy with the Ginger One's agreement, because, he will just agree to anything. I think all he cares about is getting his next fix of whatever he wants, and he would just nod and agree and go along with it. And there are a few very wealthy people who should know better that go along with this. But this child will never be a prince, and nor will the other princess, and nor will the other one ever be a prince. We shall see. We'll see if my cards are right, but they are very definite in this. I hope you enjoyed my reading. Have a lovely day, and I'll be back again soon, perhaps with a different deck and a different subject. You take care. Bye-bye.